Okay, so the tree we're going to work on today is a collected Scots pine. This was collected over 3 years ago and showing signs of very healthy growth. Okay, so we can see the tree is very healthy from the size of the buds, and also if we look at the needles, the last year's needles and previous years are very small compared to this year's needles, which are very large. So here we have the movement of the trunk. There's lots of interesting movement, dead section there, it comes up to the straight section. One big problem is the large straight trunk, and so the majority of the work today is going to be how to deal with that. Okay, so this is the potential second option that we discussed initially. Now that we've cleaned off the base and removed the gin on the inside there. I do like this as a potential tree design, but one of the big issues that we're going to have is this curve occurring at the front of the tree. This is always going to be quite an artificial looking curve as we sort of bend it back and around. And so really, if we decide to use this as a design, we're always going to have a very man-made feel about it. That's really the sort of the biggest negative point about this potential design. But other than that, the trunk movement here is very, very interesting. But we're going to have this problem of a very interesting natural movement and this very artificial section here. This is the first potential design option that we discussed. Now we've cleared away the base, cleared away some of all the weeds in the pots. We can see we've got a very, very sort of strong base in here. I've had a feel around underneath the soil, and there's no major problems underneath here. So we've got a very, very strong, thick base here, which lends itself to a dynamic tree moving from left to right. Now really, this tree is probably going to be the best design in the sense that we're going to have quite a lot of, it's going to be a much more compact tree. We're also going to have a sense of depth and perspective as the tree sort of goes back, comes back forward, and then it's going to go back and down around here again. Okay, we're also going to have quite a similar looking bend, a natural bend here, which happened up in the mountains, and that's going to be sort of replicated with this similar sort of looking bend here, which is going to be man-made, but it's not going to feel sort of too incongruous with the design because it's also a sort of a mirror image of that bend there. So really, I think this is going to be the best design option for us in order to make a more natural looking tree. Okay, so what we're going to do in order to be able to bend this a little bit closer to the gin here and in line with the trunk, this main trunk line, we're going to make a little wedge in here, take out a little section of the trunk and bend the tree sort of back on itself. There's already been some holes drilled in the trunk in order to give it some play in it, some space with which the trunk can move. Okay, and there's some dead spots along the trunk. The main live section of the trunk runs up along the front, like you can see, just slightly redder up here, and much more healthy and lively looking than sections in the centre, which are dead. And if you look very, very carefully, you can even feel that it's raised up on this section. So what we'll do our best to do is to avoid cutting too much of this live section here, and definitely not any of this main section here. This is the main section for the trunk. Okay, so what we've done here is we're going to define a new point of a new fulcrum point, so where we're going to bend it from. So what we've done is use this metal rod in there to brace the tree. Okay, so now we're going to start bending it from here. So if we continue to bend, try and lower it, it's just going to continue to lower from the main point where we were lowering it before. And what we want to do now is try and lower it from around here. Okay, so what we've done here as well is to take a little bit out of the trunk, similarly as we did down there, just to give us some play. And then what we'll do as well is just drill a few holes in there to allow the core of the tree to move. What we have to be careful of once we start getting up here, close to the branches, is that we're not going to cut through the live vein that's feeding those branches. Okay, so after bending, notice that some of the fibres were just on the verge of beginning to split, and so as a precaution, we raffia and applied black tape to sort of compress the area, and so we can bend it even further now. Okay, stop. Okay, pull. Okay, stop. That's the work done for today. We managed to bend the trunk quite considerably from this point, compacting the tree down. The most severe bend was done here. This was done by taking some of the wood out and then hollowing the centre of the trunk before bending it. This was quite a severe bend, and hopefully that's going to be okay. The rest of the tree was wired, styled in this sort of semi-cascade style. The only really sort of major points of concern immediately is the youth of the apex. So the main point of concern really is the youth of the apex. We don't really have enough branches to build a full apex, but rather than bring branches up from down below, we've created a fundamental structure whereby after some back budding occurs, this is going to fill out quite considerably. We still notice the straightness of the trunk here, which is the apex is destined to cover. So once this builds up, fills up to a sort of a volume of about that, then we're going to lose the straightness of the trunk.